Hey guys, welcome to another lesson. So today we continue on with the nice question series as part of the advanced syllabus. So today's question is really straightforward, I think, but just in terms of different teachers teaching these different ways can make it a bit harder. I'm going to show you a quick formula on how to do transformation of functions, right? So that's like describing things like reflection, translation, dilation, etc. Makes it also easy. And the past paper question I'm going to show you is from Hornsby Girls, 3 marks. Should be easy. Now, I can see the solutions. Apparently, lots of students were quite confused with the order of things. So hopefully the formula I'll give you, which I have covered in an earlier video. So feel free to hit that video up on transformation of functions. So before I go on, please, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, like the videos and tell your friends. All right, guys. So let me just quickly zoom in and give you a bit of theory, right? So the topic that I want to cover today, the question at least, is transformations or transformation of functions, right? Now, it still surprises me how wide the types of theory or the different types, the different ways of teaching this is out there, right? So a lot of students of mine basically tell me that some teachers don't even talk about it, right? They just say, do this in certain, in no order, no fashion. Order absolutely matters. So let's put a formula. It looks a bit long, but it's actually not too bad, right? That has everything in it. So copy this down if you want to into your theory books or whatever. Yeah. So for my students, it absolutely works all the time. So it looks complicated, but it captures all transformations that you need, right? And that's an ugly box. Let me put a better box around that. It's a bit better. All right. So what I'm going to do is highlight for you 1, 2, 3 things outside of the function, and then 1, 2, 3 things inside the function itself, right? So I'm just going to move this down because what I want to write, and the way I always describe it to my students is the ones outside of the function are all related to vertical transformations, right? So you have this guy over here, right? Which I'm going to order. I'm going to call that number 1A. Yeah. So if you had to describe the transformations, I always do this one first, where this one represents a vertical reflection, right? About the x-axis, right? So flips it up and down. Yeah. This one here, that's a 1B, and I describe that as a vertical dilation. Yeah, by factor. Okay, and the last one here, that's 1C. That's a vertical translation, yeah, or used to be called shifting, right? When it's plus C, so upwards by C units, right? Now, the pink transformations, which are horizontal, right? This plus and minus here, in the same vein, it'll be 2A, right? So whenever I describe this to my students, you can go 1A, 1B, 1C, 2A, 2B, 2C. Now, it's not wrong to do the horizontal first, that's fine, but the order between A, B, C, absolutely crucial, right? Go A and then B and then C, right? In that order. So this one here is horizontal reflection about, right, better, about the x-axis, sorry, y-axis, right, horizontally. This guy over here, 2B, right, that's a horizontal dilation. Now, what's important here, see that reciprocal, 1 on A, right? So if there's a 2 there, then the horizontal dilation is by factor of the reciprocal of 2, which is a half, right? Horizontal dilation by factor A, right? Where A is on the bottom. So if that was like, y equals to 5x in brackets all cubed or something, right? Horizontally dilated by 1 on 5, right? Whatever that number is, reciprocate it, and that's your factor. The last one there, 2C, right? Horizontal dilation. No, translation. Yeah. If it's minus B, shift it to the right. So to the right. by B. Now, once you do all that, that covers all order, right? Let's do a very quick question, hence the title of the series, right? Nice quick question that uses, now, you know what? I'm just gonna copy this and I'll drop it in here as a picture so we can refer to it, right? There you go. Yeah, almost like theory to refer to. Now, look at this question, guys. From Hornsby Girls 2022, so quite recent. Give a possible sequence of transformations that transforms y equals fx into this guy, right? Yeah, I can see in that formula. Now, before I do anything, right, I'm going to be smart about it, right? So this is a formula. Ensure that the use, instead of use terminology, right? So they're talking about reflection, dilation, translation, right? Now, y equals to 3 outside of a function. Now, see this 2x minus 4? I always ask my students, always factorize. See how I factorize it inside this function here? Always factorize it. Yeah, so then you know which way you shift left and right. And plus 1. Once you get it there, look how easy this is, right? I've got greens outside. I've got pinks in the middle. And I always say to my students, then what you do is you just label it, right? You go, well, there's no plus minus. That's 1B. That's 1C, right? And inside, there's no plus minus either. That's 2B and then 2C. And that's it, right? Because once you have the order, it's just about putting bullet points that describe it in that order, right? So if I said to you, transformations, right, were 1B, so that's vertical dilation by factor of 3, right? Simple as that, nothing more to that, right? The last one there, vertical translation upwards by 1. Now, I'll give you a flavor. I mean, look how easy that is, right? 2 greens done, and then I'll do the 2 pinks, but I'll give you a flavor of what some schools ask you to do. Some schools ask you to put the greens all on over to the Y side, right? And then you sort of like go -1, divide by 3, and then sort of work with like shifting up by 1/3 and dilating by 1/3. It gets quite convoluted, right? This way's better. This way's cleaner. The order always stays the same. So let's do 2B now. So horizontal dilation by factor of, now be careful, right? That's the 2. The formula there you can see there, 1 on A, so that's factor of half, right? And then horizontal translation to the right by 2. Done. Full marks, 3 marks there. I'm not sure how they give 3 marks with full bullet points, but there it is. All right. So guys, if your teacher hasn't shown you this one formula that has everything, maybe you can show it to them, right? Because I think the more common this becomes, I think the easier it is for everyone, right? I don't think it's a hard concept. It's just new and it's just taught in different ways. That's it. I'll end the question there. Nice, quick, nice question, right? If you like the video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, tell your friends. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.